What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Competitive Decks series here on the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel. Now today we're going to be adding another page to our competitive decks, and that is going to be Sandaconda. Now, Sandaconda I think is a really awesome mon, and we showed it off a little bit on a recent Wi-Fi battle. It really didn't get its chance to shine all that much, but I do think that it is still an absolutely amazing mon, and maybe I'll bring that team back very soon just so I can show off Sandaconda a little bit more. But anyway, I think this is a really cool mon. Now it is currently in the RU tier. It did not make OU and it did not make UU, but I still think this thing has some viability, and we're going to talk about that today. So we're going to start by looking at the MV set. Now this is the set that I showed off in the Wi-Fi battle the other day, and I will be hopefully showing it off again very soon. Now MV has made this set, and it is like crazy EVs. So this isn't necessarily the EV spread that I would have chosen, but it's what he's running. So anyway, let's use this to look at his stats really quick. Base 72 HP, that's okay, but coupled with a base 125 defense, that's very good. So this thing is pretty darn bulky on the physical side rather, and it hits pretty hard at base 107 attack. So yeah, this thing's got some decently respectable stats on the physical side. However, when we get to the special side, it's not as good, unfortunately. But that's just what it is. Unfortunately, that's just what we're stuck with on this. But this mon is very good, and at least in my opinion, I think this mon's really cool, especially with the Rest Coil set. So basically what this is you're running Shed Skin instead of the Sand Spit. So it gets a new ability called Sand Spit, and whenever this mon is hit with an attack, it sets up Sandstorm. Now you might be thinking, well then why isn't this thing using that to set up sand? In my personal opinion, I don't think that Sandspit is nearly as good as something as like Sandstream, where you set it up when you switch in, because now you're letting your opponent choose when sand goes up, and anytime that you are giving your opponent more options over giving yourself more options, you're putting yourself in a bad position. And so I don't think that Sandspit is super viable, honestly. It would be very situational, but personally, I don't think it's all that great. So anyway, this is going to be a Rest Coil set, so you're going to raise your attack and defense. We don't care about the accuracy a ton. It helps with Stone Edge though, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so this is basically just keep coiling up, and then when you get low, go for rest and heal back up, and you should hopefully wake up from your rest early with the Shed Skin, which is awesome. And you have leftovers for recovery as well, Earthquake and Stone Edge for offensive options. Really awesome set. I really love this set. This is one of my favorites, so I wanted to show this off. This is the Lord MV set, and yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to a couple of sets that I have found. And the first one is going to be an AV set, an offensive but yet covering its defenses set here. So this is going to be a all-out attacker basically, but covering its low special defense using the Assault Vest to boost its special defense. So we're going to be running just kind of whatever on this. You could run Sandspit on this if you wanted to. Obviously Shed Skin would be there just if something tried to burn you or tried to toxic you or anything like that. Then Shed Skin is there. So that is why I like having this ability on this mon, is just the ability to shake off status like that is really strong. So we keep Earthquake and Stone Edge, of course, but we also get access to Zen Headbutt. We also get Iron Head. Now this thing also does get Body Press if you are to run a physically defensive set, which we will look at. It gets access to Fire Fang to help you against those ice types, so that may be something to look into. But again, you have Stone Edge, so you really don't need it. Yeah, so this thing gets decent coverage overall. There's really nothing here that's all that great, I don't think. But yeah, so this is a really cool set. I really like the Assault Vest set. It really helps its special bulk, because that is just one place that this thing really struggles, and a lot of people don't expect this thing to carry 4 attacks. Usually it's a bulkier set. It's usually the Stealth Rock set. So anyway, I really like this set. It's really unique. I really like it. So let's look at this set. This is a sub glare set. This is calling back to its previous, its snake buddy Superior. Superior used to run a glare set as well, and so why not run it on Sandaconda? Again, Shed Skin for being able to shake off status, which is really, really good on a mon that is trying to be bulky. And so we're going to run this thing fully physically defensive, and so now we're going to be running Body Press over Stone Edge. You're going to be doing a lot more with Body Press, assuming they aren't immune. But yeah, this is going to do a ton of damage coming off a base 125 defense stat. It's actually really, really great. So, you know, your opponent switches out to bring in an appropriate counter. They don't expect anything too crazy except like maybe rocks. You set up a substitute on their offensive counter, which probably is going to be something like a Gyarados maybe, and then you can just go ahead and paralyze that. And that's going to put you in an amazing position, even if you don't damage something like Gyarados, which obviously you normally would be able to touch it with Stone Edge, but you can't touch it on this set. But paralyzing something like that, paralyzing other really fast threats, things like Special Dragapult maybe wants to come in on this. A lot of things would really, really help shutting. It would really help shut those things down. So this gives you a little bit of an unexpected way to deal with certain offensive Pokemon that would want to switch in on this. So next we're going to look at a Stealth Rock set. I personally like Glare on the Stealth Rock set. That is just my personal opinion. But yeah, we have max HP, max attack. You could run the defensive EVs as well on this set. The power really isn't, it's not super important, but I like having it there. Just, you know, set up your rocks, switch out, come back in later when you're needed. I think it's nice having that offensive investment. But obviously, your mon, your set, whatever you want. But these are just suggestions, obviously. I think that it would be really nice to have Glare and then to run it offensively. So let's look at our meme set here. And actually, before we look at our meme set, I think that this mon actually would be decent to run. We looked at it in our Appleton video, but to run something like a Moringa Berry, I don't know if it would necessarily work great on this set specifically, but this would just be something to look into. But it raises the holder's special defense by 1 stage if it's hit by a special attack. I think that this would work really well on this set right here, actually, instead of Leftovers to run Moringa Berry. So, you know, just you get hit with a special move, something trying to hit you on the special side, and then you just end up boosting your special defense by 1, and then you just rest it off. I think that would actually be really, really nice on that. So probably not on this set, but on this set, it's something to look into. Just saying. All right, so for our meme set, you want to know a move that you never see in competitive play? That's right, Screech. You never see this move ever, and that's why we're going to use it. So Screech, basically what it does is it just lowers your target's defense by 2. And so it basically gives you a free, basically what Obstruct does. But so you again get to hit harder with your Earthquake and Stone Edge. And so this should actually not be like this. I think that this should actually be defensive like this. Yeah, with 4 in your attack. But so basically the whole gist of it is something switches in on this. You lower its defense by 2. And either then you hit this back, you hit it if it can't damage you, or you just switch out into another physical attacker that then will threaten it out. So I think Screech isn't necessarily a terrible option. The only thing that's bad is the 85 accuracy. But you know what? This is meme territory. We always hit those moves, obviously, and then you can rest off any damage that you take. You could also replace this with just straight coil. You could replace it with Body Press and run all 3 of these attacks, which wouldn't be a bad idea at all. But yeah, so that gives you some meme options of running a move such as Screech. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys go out and use Sandaconda. I will probably try to get another video up featuring Sandaconda in the near future. It just didn't get its chance to shine in that battle that I put up. It, you know, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It's all good. I think that it's a really cool bulky mon, and yeah, we'll see if we can't make it work. But so anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.